Dog training has traditionally been regimented and rather formal. This video shows that dogs, like people, learn better when it's rewarding and fun. Many people have been led to believe that their dogs are trying to dominate them. I have never believed that if I reward my dogs with play, it's only one small step to them starting to build a nuclear device in the garden shed. I hope this video will convince you too. One of the problems of traditional training has been poor communication. Now, the clicker allows you to communicate with your dog in a way that he'll understand. The clicker, or a short distinctive word, is used to mark the point the dog has earned a reward. The dog quickly learns to enjoy the game of offering behaviours to try to make you click. The click must always be coupled with a reward of some sort, and clearly the more the dog wants the reward and believes he's going to get it, the harder he will try. This also makes it easier to extend the length of time the dog will work. In the initial stages of teaching, your dog will learn better in a familiar environment, using food as a reward. This will allow him to concentrate. As he starts to understand, more exciting rewards can be introduced to build his determination and enthusiasm.
Good. Go again. Do you want to go again? Go on. Good.
Arrow is starting to learn to touch the top of the target in preparation for teaching a competitive send-away. Purist clicker trainers would probably make a flask of soup and wait for the behaviour to happen, but I prefer to give the puppy clues to help things along. If in doubt, cheat to get the behaviour.
Good. Yeah, very good was that. Yeah, very nice. Come on in. What's that?
To mark the correct behaviour, use a clicker or a clear, quick word. Then stop and reward the behaviour. To make your training quicker, it is a good idea to include a no reward or getting colder sound, which tells your dog to try something else to earn his reward. This
Good.
avoids the need for punishment.
Wrong. Good.
Your dog shouldn't be upset or anxious when you use the word
Good.
wrong. In fact, you should cause him to try harder.
Good. Wrong. Good. Do you want a sweetie? Want a sweetie? Wrong. Good. Do you want this lovely sweetie? Good. Sweeties, sweeties. Wrong. Good. Clever girl. Good. Good.
Use the word wrong to tell the dog to try again. Make sure you say the word in a calm tone of voice. There are times when nothing can beat the clicker for accuracy in marking the correct behaviour. For example, when Arrow touches the target. However, on other occasions, using a clicker may be difficult, as you simply don't have enough hands. At these times, using a short distinctive clicker word, such as yes or good, will work just as well, provided you're consistent.
Good. Go again. Do you want to go again?
The clicker tool is excellent for marking specific behaviours and when starting new behaviours. Sometimes you just don't have enough hands to hold the clicker. Instead, use good or yes. There are three main types of reward: food, retrieves and tugging games, although you may find other things that your dog enjoys. Once the dog starts to understand what you want, you will need to teach him to respond in different locations. Even the greediest dog may become distracted if you stick to simple food rewards, so Joe invented the food circuit, designed to make eating an exciting chase reward. This is particularly useful for dogs who may not yet have been taught to enjoy retrieve and tuggy rewards.
Yes, good. Give it there. Go. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Ready? Yeah. Oh. Missed it. Let it go. Let it go. Give it. Go. Ready? Yes, good. Ready? Go. Come on then.
Vary the types of reward that you use with your dog. Tasty food treats, tuggy games, retrieve games, and affection are all things that dogs will choose. Food is fun, but it's even more rewarding when it's combined with chasing, something most dogs love to do. Food circuits need to be consistent. Throw a highly visible piece of food and let your dog chase out and eat it. As he runs back to you, ensure that he goes round you on the same side each time before throwing the food again. This exercise can improve your dog's recall dramatically.
Oh, well done. Oh, well done. Oh, feel your colour. Yeah. Ready, 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 ready. Ready, ready, ready. Good. Buddy, buddy, buddy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ready, 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 ready. Good. Oh, what a good boy. Oh, what a good boy. Ready, buddy. One. Pew. Yes, good boy. Run, 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 run. Pew. Yes. Get it. Bark it. Come on. Give it. Get it. Go on. Boxy, boxy, boxy.
To teach your dog a food circuit, throw one piece of food at a time. Make sure you keep the circuit consistent. If your dog is reluctant to tug, mark and reward even very small efforts to begin with. Some dogs lack confidence or may be distracted by the food, so you may need to build up the game in gradual stages.
Good. 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 Good.
Let the dog win frequently to
Good.
increase his motivation. As the dog gets stronger in play, his chase instinct will take over from his desire to eat.
Good. Good. Good.
Yeah, sweetie. That's a good girl. Now, the other important thing, particularly with a dog that's going to be a strong tugger, is to teach her how to give it back clearly, because she could become possessive about the toy. What she needs to learn is that once she's won it, it has no value whatsoever unless it's traded back with me. She's just at the stage where she is going to cling on to the toy and not want to give it back. So most dogs are possessive about the toy because obviously they want to hold on to it, they want to keep it, and they want to prolong the game. What they need to learn is that the way to continue the game, leave, is actually to let go. Good. Very nice. Very nice. So right at the start, you get rid of any tendency to want to possess and be guardy of the toy, because it's of no use to the dog unless they actually let you have it back. What's that? Very nice. Ready? What's that? What's that? Lee. Good. Very nice. Very good. Excellent.
Make sure your dog plays by the rules when playing tuggy games. Stop immediately if the dog grabs you or grabs the toy without you offering it. The purpose of the retrieve is to teach your dog to swap a low-level article for something he wants more. This way he will become keen to bring you toys and articles to trade up for something he perceives to be more desirable. This allows you to remain in control through the use of the reward. Play is an extremely important part of your relationship with your dog, and it will strengthen the bond between you. If your dog shows no interest in the article to begin with, click if he even looks at it.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Do one of these. Ready, ready. Got it, got it. Good. Ready, buddy. Ready, ready, ready. Ready, 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 ready. Wow. Pew, wow, 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 wow. Pew, wow, 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 wow. Good. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Good.
If your dog likes to run off with the toy, swap one toy for another identical one. That way you always have possession of the one that the dog wants. Teach the retrieve in small stages. Click and reward the dog for any interest in the article to begin with.
Good. Very nice.
Teaching your dog to play isn't just for the fun of it. It can be used for control purposes too. Here, Joe is using the toy that Poacher wants to reinforce his stays. It is a good idea to teach your dog to think laterally. For instance, the most obvious course of action from the dog's point of view is to jump up and grab the toy. However, he'll soon discover that this results in failure, while choosing to stay gets the reward.
Wrong. Good. Very good. Very. Let's have it. Let's have it. Give it to me. Poach. Give it to me. Very good. Down. Wrong. Good. That's nice. Very good. Ready? Do again. Do it again. Would you like another go? Let's do it again then. Ready? What's this? What's this then? Come on. Give it to me. Down. Wrong. Wrong. Down. Good.
As you can see, Griff has mastered this.
Want it? Do you? Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? Good. Ah, very clever. Very nice. Very good.
The more your dog loves toys, the more you can use them in training. Make sure the signals are clear, so the dog understands what works and what doesn't. Just watching these dogs back away from petting makes it obvious that there are other rewards they would prefer.
Yoo! Where's? Oh, yeah.
Watch your dog carefully to see whether it really enjoys being stroked, or whether it would rather have food or a game instead. I never assume my dog will work for praise, any more than I'd assume he'd pull me from a burning building. It's much safer to use high-level rewards, and buy yourself a fire extinguisher. Watch your dog carefully. If he backs away, he's telling you he'd prefer a different reward.
Okay, so we've got Sally's 5-month-old Goldie puppy here who's just starting his heel work. The most important thing when you're starting this exercise, because it's so boring, for the dog anyway, obedience people love it, but for the dog it's extremely boring. The important thing is to have the dog absolutely enjoy doing it. What I start doing is teaching the dog to target your hand wide, which is very simple for the dog to get hold of, very simple for him to understand, very easy for the handler to see when he's doing that one thing. So if you'd like to start off on a right circle with your arm out at full length, and you need to just get your pacing right, so you click him at the point that he's touching your hand and trotting. That would be lovely. You just missed it, okay? Again, from the heel work, as much fast movement as possible, so it would have been nice to throw that food more than once. Do that next time. Just wait till he settles into a trot. As soon as he does, there, that was very nicely done, good. Run him up and down. If he misses, that's it, just go. And again, as he's running up and down, lots of noise. That's where you put the praise in, is during the reward, not while you're actually doing the heel work. Because obviously as soon as he starts to advance, he can't make a noise on the heel work anyway, so you might as well not start it. Okay, there's no reason why you shouldn't put in a little double about turn as you're going, just so he targets your hand around. Keep going.
Yes, good.
Right, now next time you do this, I want you to turn him around and throw the food again. I want you to come back and sit in your chair so you finish off with a recall. You just missed the food, throw the food again.
Where is it?
As soon as he's on his way out, sit in the chair, stick your feet out so he comes back and does a nice present. Click him as his bottom hits the floor. So already you're putting two exercises together in a very exciting form for the dog. A little bit of heel work followed by a recall.
You missed it. You missed it. Oh my God.
And once more, don't worry, the puppies tend to miss the food when you throw it. That's good. And back onto your heel work to finish off with. Don't click him while he's jumping, and you can wiggle your fingers around, so if in doubt, cheat. That's beautiful, good. That would have done for a click. Again, move your hand. If he drops his head, just keep going. And move your hand slightly. Move your hand.
Yes.
Good. So it's very important when you're starting your heel work from a competitive point of view that you actually do it out of the heel work position, because you don't want to see those mistakes like dropping his head when you're doing it in a position that you're going to use for competitive purposes later on.
Woo, woo. Good lad.
Throw your food, do one more recall.
Ready? Ready, 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 go.
Good, sit in the chair.
Woo, woo.
Good, click, and throw your food out to the left.
Yes, go.
So you can get an angle on it. Good, click as his bottom hits the floor. Yes, it's important the dog's aware that it's his bottom and the angle of his bottom that's getting the click. So you need to click as his backside hits the floor. Throw the food out to your left next time, Sally.
Good.
And again, so he's got to come round from an angle.
Good.
Good.
Yes.
Excellent. And when you're doing this, feed him when he's in the present position before you throw the food. Otherwise, they tend to twist round. Click. Good.
Even very young puppies can be taught to follow, come when called, retrieve and target, whether or not you intend to do competitive obedience.
Good. 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 Yay! Come on, lads! Come on, what you got? Come on, what you got? Oh. Yay! Do again. Do again. Oh. Oh. Good. Good. Now you ready? Oh, silly sausage, look. Stand back, look. Oh, stand back, look. What's that? Go. Oh, come on, lads. Oh, clever Florence. Hey, come on. Oh, clever Florence. Oh, good. Good. Gonna go? Florence, go. Yay! Oh! Yay! Good girl. Gonna go? Florence, go. Florence, go. Look. Florence, go. Yay! Oh! Yay! Oh, look, yeah. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Can you catch it? Can you catch it? Yeah. Oh. Do this.
Clicker training can be very useful for teaching or fine-tuning precision obedience.
Do it again.
Here, Hazel is placing her front right foot straight
Good.
alongside Joe's left foot to earn a reward. This is then extended to form a pivot turn to left or right. Joe invented this to make it easier for the dog to learn the concept of
Good.
staying straight on a turn and during heel work.
Good. Once more. Do it again. Once more. Good. Do it again. Ready. Steady.
Always choose the reward that your dog would pick. Food is good for teaching. Games are excellent for motivation. Taking food gently is
Wrong.
just good manners.
Wrong.
Use the wrong
Wrong.
cue to let the dog know that grabbing
Wrong.
is non-rewarding.
Good.
You will notice that Abby is offering other
Wrong.
behaviours when she finds that snatching the food doesn't work.
Wrong. Good. Wrong. Good. Wrong. Good. Wrong. Wrong. Good. Wrong. 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 Good.
There's no need for your dog to mug you for food. Use the wrong signal if you feel the dog's teeth. As soon as the dog gets it right, click and treat. Dogs pull on the lead because it's rewarding for them. They get to where they want to go quicker.
Good.
It's up to us to teach our dogs that going where we want to is more fun. Alex changes direction frequently.
Good.
She marks the right behaviour, walking on a loose lead, with her clicker word, good. She then gives a reward each
Good.
time.
Good. Good. Okay. Good. Good.
This game of getting away from the dog can also be used to teach competitive heel work.
Good. 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 Okay. Good. 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 Good girl. Good girl.
Stand still as soon as you feel tension in the lead. Be consistent. Click and reward when the dog is by your side. A dog's attention may wander for a number of reasons. It's distracted,
Good.
tired, bored, or simply thinks that the rest of the world is more exciting than you.
Good.
Stand still and wait.
Good.
Be ready to tell the dog that he's got it right the second he looks at you. Then reward.
Good. 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 Good.
If your dog is distracted, be patient. Click and treat any hint of eye contact from him. Give a jackpot reward as soon as he gets it right.
So, Elsa, sweetie, come on then. Yeah, do you want this? Good. As soon as her feet land on the floor, click. It doesn't matter if she jumps up again after she's clicked, because the clicker word marks the point that she was correct. So if you give the good word, you must give her the food. Okay? Got it, Bobbit? Yeah, what's this? Come
Dogs jump up because they get rewarded for doing it. Even pushing the dog away is exciting to many dogs, so teaching the dog that it gets rewarded for sitting is a far better option. If your dog is a really well-practiced jumper, like Elsa here, You need to make the distinction between right and wrong extremely clear.
Come on, then. Do it again.
Put on your old clothes and encourage the dog to jump.
Come on.
Then reward only for sitting. This exercise takes practice and consistency from your whole family.
And the more silly and exciting you can make it, come on then, the better it is. Good. Okay, do you see how it works? You want to give it a go yourself. You got some food? As her feet land the floor. Good, that's it. And again. Now I'll have a go if she wants to jump up at me. Good. And again. Come on in. Good, sweetheart. Do you want this? Come on in. Good. And again. Come on in. Come on, do it again. Good. Come on then. Come on, small. Come on in. Good. Now, do you see that time she didn't jump? So if you're teasing her and she refuses to jump, it's very important that you reward her for not jumping. Okay, once more. Come on in, once more. Good. Okay, a little bit more food off you. Thank you. Come on in. Good. Come on in. Come on in. Good. And again. Come on in. Come on in. Good. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Good. Come on in. Come on, Poppy. Do you want this? Come on in. Come on in. Come on. Good.
Dogs jump up because it's rewarding. Ignore everything your dog does to try and get attention. Click and treat instead as soon as the dog's feet hit the floor. Click and treat for your dog's feet staying on the floor and for sitting.
Maya close. Maya, what?
Your dog's attitude to training shows how motivated he is. If he doesn't believe that a reward is coming, he won't be prepared to put in the effort to learn it. This has nothing to do with how obedient your dog is, but everything to do with how much he wants to learn.
Come on, Maya.
If your dog lacks motivation, you may need to change your behaviour.
Don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. Now click that.
Good.
Okay, now run her back and throw the food again. The more excited you are, the better. That's it, as silly as you like. It's sort of therapy, Susanna. The more daft you can be, the better it is.
Good.
And again, clap your hands.
Come on and go. Where's it going?
Okay, now back into your heel work. But this time, keep quiet. Don't talk to her while she's working. Make it quite difficult for her to keep up with you. That's it. As soon as she picked, that's nice. Good. Stop there. Now that was wonderful because she actually ran to catch you up.
Make sure you are offering rewards that your dog would choose. Use the click or clicker word to mark any spark of enthusiasm. When you are first teaching your dog, your main concern needs to be to get the behaviour that you want and reinforce the dog's desire to repeat it in different circumstances. However, you don't want to continue to carry food forever.
Ready?
Removing frequent rewards is easily done by gradually extending the amount of work your dog will do to get it.
Round you go. Round you go. Good. Come on. Round you go. Go. Round you go then. Round you go. Wrong. Wrong. Close. Close. Go. Ready. Ready. Round. Go, round you go. Round you go. Oh. Ready. Ready.
Clearly, you don't want to have to use a food lure forever. Instead, mark the behaviour using the clicker or your clicker word. Then go and get the reward and give it to your dog. Tricks are a great way to build your relationship with your dog. They're also fun. Many dogs regard them as rewarding in themselves, which means you can use them to liven up other exercises which the dog finds less intrinsically rewarding. No matter whether you own a much-loved family pet or an obedience champion, the principles of training are the same. Get the reward right and the motivation will follow.